ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
The highly contagious UK variant of COVID-19 is already in San Diego, and a new study from local researchers shows it will likely soon be the dominant strain across the U.S. Good evening, I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Nearly all of the documented cases of that UK variant in California are right here in San Diego County. But as our ABC 10 News reporter Rena Nakano explains why this is a deceiving number.
Alarming new data shows that the UK variant of the coronavirus is spreading rapidly.
The variant is probably 35 to 40% more transmissible.
According to Karthik Gangavarapu with the Scripps Research Institute, scientists are finding this specific variant at a rate much higher than the others. They predict it could even become the predominant strain in the country by mid-March.
Growth of cases caused by this variant is basically an exponential. So you see that every 10 days, the number of cases you're finding it actually end up doubling.
The governor mentioned the state's statistics at his daily press conference.
153 cases of the UK variant are here in the state of California. Now, San Diegans, you understand this well. About 138 of them have been identified here in San Diego.
But this does not mean San Diego is California's epicenter of the state's spread of the UK variant. Gangavarapu says San Diego has world-class genomic sequencing capabilities, and many of the samples were collected locally. That's why the numbers of the variant from San Diego are high.
There are many other states where the sampling is not as good. So it's not evidence that it's not there. It's just we don't know yet because we haven't gone looking for it.
Gangavarapu believes there are more instances of the UK variant that aren't tested yet elsewhere. So he says we need to be more vigilant in our mitigation protocols.
The measures that we had before, which was social distancing, mask wearing, staying at home and so on, those measures worked very well for the previous lineages. But this variant is more transmissible, which means that we need more proactive mitigation efforts to actually bring down the number of cases.
Rena Nakano, ABC 10 News.
Researchers add there is no evidence that currently offered vaccines are any less effective against that UK variant.
Governor Gavin Newsom is praising San Diego for its work vaccinating the public. Today, the governor toured the vaccination super station at Petco Park. He says opening that location nearly a month ago served as a role model for the rest of the state.
San Diego, the first county, first city to put a site together like this. Success leaves clues. You inspired others all throughout the state of California, including the LA Dodgers.
Newsom acknowledged the nationwide scarcity of vaccines and said more needs to be distributed across the state. And that was echoed by San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria, who made a direct plea to the vaccine makers today during an appearance on GMA3.
If anyone from Pfizer and Moderna are watching, please send vaccinations to San Diego. We can put them to use.
As of today, more than 395,000 people in San Diego County have been vaccinated for COVID-19, and more than 70,000 have been fully vaccinated, meaning they've received both shots. And more COVID-19 resources are coming to North County. Tomorrow, Palomar Health will open a new clinic providing both testing and vaccines. ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena got a look at how it will work and how you can get an appointment.
Standing in front of what used to be the old Palomar Hospital in Escondido, health officials and county leaders announcing the opening of a brand new testing and vaccination site.
I'm hopeful that adding this one location and making it easier for our residents right here in North County will be an added blessing for them.
The Vaccination Resource Clinic is the only appointment-based drive-through vaccination and testing site in the North County. Several levels of the parking garage will be used to keep traffic flowing and eventually vaccinate between 1,400 and 2,000 people a day.
Our biggest challenge right now is vaccine supply, and we are seeking more doses from the state of California.
This is our third room. So there's 5 more chairs here.
The clinic will also offer monoclonal antibody therapy with a referral from your doctor. Vaccine appointments will be offered Tuesday through Friday and testing appointments on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can get an appointment by going to palomarhealth.org. Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer says the county is working on setting up another vaccination super station in the North County, and there's already one at Cal State San Marcos. Those details will be released soon. And we know there are a lot of questions and different experiences with the vaccine rollout. Our ABC 10 News in-depth team is committed to tracking down answers and sharing your stories. Just send us an email to tips@10news.com.
The county announced 698 new cases today, the fewest one-day total since mid-November. Our test positivity rate was 7%. No new deaths were reported today, which is normal for a Monday, so that total remains at 2,800. Family members are on a mission to fulfill the dying wish of an Oceanside man who passed away from COVID. Jesus Acevedo lost his battle with the virus last Friday. The 56-year-old was a father of 7 and grandfather of 10. The longtime landscaper grew up in Oaxaca, Mexico, and was hoping to retire there next year. His family is now trying to make that his final resting place.
It's important that his last wish would be fulfilled because he's no longer here with us, and I feel that my family and I feel that that's the right thing to do, is to give him what he always wanted.
The family has started a GoFundMe campaign to raise the $15,000 required to transport his body to Oaxaca.
Pressure is building to get students back in class. Parents from different districts are coming together with the goal of resuming regular in-person instruction. But as ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco explains, the teachers' unions say it's still not safe.
There have been protests across the county, but nearly a year after the governor ordered the first shutdown, most public high school students are still learning from home. Christine Silcox has 2 kids at La Costa Canyon.
They're full on, tethered to their computer hours at a time during the day. Zombies in front of a computer.
Parents across North County who want their kids back in class are coming together. Ginny Merrifield helped form the Parent Association of North County, even though her kids already graduated.
I know what these parents are missing, and it breaks my heart.
The group represents families in the San Diego Union High School District, Encinitas, Carlsbad, Vista, Oceanside, San Marcos, and Poway districts.
Our message is students first. We have to have our school districts focus on the needs of students. It can't be an or, teachers or students.
The California Teachers Association says teachers need to be vaccinated before it's safe for them to go back. Ann Cerny teaches virtually from her classroom at Earl Warren Middle School.
There's variants out there, that are much more transmissible. People are talking about, masking and things like indoors is so much more dangerous now than it was just a couple of months ago.
Cerny says parent voices are always important, but thinks the newly formed parent group is operating in a way that is counterproductive.
I feel on social media has established themselves as a group that is addressing this in a way that is very much attacking teachers. And attacking the union.
Merrifield says parents support the teachers, but are worried about their kids.
Parents are frustrated. They're coming from a place of pain.
Schools that weren't already open are not allowed to do so as long as San Diego County is in the purple tier. Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
Last week, the CDC director said vaccinating teachers is not a requirement for schools to reopen. Additional guidelines are expected this week. And you can stay on top of any new developments with coronavirus by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store.
Another accident on the cliffs above Black's Beach. A man had to be rescued today after falling about 20 feet and injuring his back. Lifeguards were able to climb down and stay with that man until a helicopter arrived. Rescuers then lifted him off the trail and then flew him to the hospital. Those lifeguards remind everyone to be careful because the trails, they can be slippery.
The family of a young man who died while hiking in Mission Trails is now pushing to get a bridge built at the spot where he fell. 21-year-old Max Lanai drowned when he fell into the swollen San Diego River during the last storm. People frequently struggle to cross the river there after rain, and the city approved building a bridge in that spot nearly 2 years ago, but there still isn't a timeline for getting it built.
Our son died stupidly, pointlessly, because the river was swollen and there is no structure to actually continue on the trail. And so we want to avoid another accident from ever happening.
The new city councilman for the district, Raul Campillo, tells us that he's working to find out what needs to be done to speed up that process.